Make that made the last 2 days.
I call this meeting to order, the rural water, sewer, and solid waste, District Number 2, Grady County, Oklahoma. Roll call. John?
Here.
Joe? Robert?
Here.
Matt? Meeting of the public. What's his first name? I can't read that.
Oh, is that Lynn? Lynn, do you want to talk about anything, or you just?
No, I'm
okay.
just gonna listen.
I think we were
Shipley?
next.
Okay,
Tammy and Bill
Okay.
Shipley.
okay.
And I'm not sure that this is if I should wait till we get down to the D part, but Dale Shipley's place, our place, Amber has been drawing water from it for around 64 years. They started out with the town started out with 3 wells. 2 have caved in and no longer operable. We're down to 1. And just to be perfectly honest, we don't want water drawn off of our place going to the data center.
That's not too much to ask, is it?
The family has never received any monetary reimbursement for the water that has come off of that place. And it's probably time it just stops, really, to be honest.
I mean, y'all haven't even really technically got to discuss, they haven't even got to discuss anything with what's on the agenda, so.
That's why I wondered
Yeah.
if we should wait
Yeah, I
till
mean,
I
y'all-
got down here. to
Yeah,
meet.
yeah, I mean, so if y'all want to speak about that, you can, but like the day as a board had not even had a chance to talk about it.
Yeah, you can speak when we get down there.
Yeah,
Okay.
if that's what,
Well,
yeah.
I'll speak again then.
Is there anybody that's on that list that is wanting to talk about something other than,
How much water is pulled from that well?
Pardon?
How much water is pulled from that well?
We average about 22,000 gallons a day.
okay, so I guess if no one else has anything, then I guess y'all can move on to the.
Okay. Hey, discussing possible actions of payment arrangements.
I don't have any payment arrangements. Did you wanna discuss, you said you brought Keith to discuss about his,
Yes, is there any way I can get 4 man's discount or anything? My family doesn't have the money, times are tough, I just wanna let you know I still owe the money, I am still here, I'm not gonna go anywhere. As soon as I get the money, I will be paying it, I don't have it, is there a payment plan?
there's no loss. So he has paid his bill in full, but since the meter was pulled, it has to be, your membership has to be repurchased, and that's $17.50. So I guess that's what he's asking, is if,
If there's any way you can be lower.
this is the first time hearing of it, so I don't know.
How much is it?
Well, he has to buy the membership again, which is $17.50, $1,750.
How late was
Oh, well, it had not had water probably for a few years. And the bill was over $1,000.
So his son's trying to help him out. And his
I'd love to tell you how my
So,
wife-
I mean,
I'd love to tell you how my wife walked out, and times have been tough, but it's a packed room.
I mean, I've had people that'll come and like pay their meters, but they pay it out. We don't give them service until they paid it out.
Right.
So, I mean, we could, I mean, if they allow for like a payment arrangement like that, we could, but it couldn't be like a discounted, or they couldn't waive it. It's, cause if you're buying it's a membership for the water department.
Right.
So if you were Levi, or, Levi's your son, right? Yeah. I mean, you could pay it out over a course of time
Right,
and do it that way if they so would allow,
right,
if that's something that you're interested in.
right. That's it's a forward progress to get water, that's what I'm
So,
interested in.
so if you took 1750 and divided by 12 months, it's an additional $145 a month.
Should be 125 minimum. Not counting the bill.
$145 on top of your water bill.
145.
Correct.
Okay.
On top of
Is
that.
that
I'm gonna talk to my son, you know what I'm saying, but it's a payment program, it's a process.
He won't have no bill.
Well, technically, yeah, cause it
He
would
won't
have
have no
to
bill until he gets the.
be, yeah, until that's paid in
1,000
full.
something paid.
Yeah, cause I
There won't
haven't,
be a meter then.
yeah,
How do you get water? That's how you get water.
So,
So I'd have to pay $145 for 12 months, and then I'd get water.
yes.
correct. Unless we decided to do it otherwise.
Unless you decide to change something, then that's,
So, and, look, we wanna provide water, right?
Right.
Because it's an essential need.
You bet.
He's got dollars too, so.
And so, I would say, we'll table it for this moment, and then next month you can bring it back, and, we can have that conversation
Thank you.
then.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about that. I don't know anything about it.
and I don't have any payment arrangements on my end for anybody.
So we're gonna skip B and C and drop down to D. Take care of it and then go back to B and C. D, discuss and possible action on regarding a request from the proposed data center developed to provide water and waterways.
Okay, so I have the email that you guys, it's the pink tab. So at the end of July, they reached out to me to ask if we could provide them sewer and or water. I told them that they're not in our district, and I said, I can get some information from you and pass that along to the board. So that is what I did. I mean, I can read out the email if you'd like me to, or what.
So right here.
I spoke with the Oklahoma Water Association, and as far as the water goes, they don't think we can, period, even if we had enough water, because they're in District 6, and we would be encroaching on them, and we would have to change our district to be able to do that. At the same time, we don't have enough water.
Right. And to address the other, question there, wastewater, correct me if I'm wrong, we couldn't accept an additional 22,000 gallons a day anyway.
At this point, no.
So,
Could you speak up? I'm sorry.
sure. So,
They-
the other
They did
question,
make they did throw out there that they would be willing to help us get to that point,
sure,
but it's still, we need to check with an attorney and see if we can go out of district with the sewer.
yeah. So, the other question on the email is related to wastewater. Currently, and Greg, correct me if I'm wrong, we would intake about 22,000 gallons a day already.
The number they threw at us was 22,000, and that's,
So-
we take in,
Aside from
Yeah.
them, what we take in.
we take in 17, 18,000 gallons
Right.
a day.
So, my statement was that essentially, we couldn't accept an additional 22,000 gallons a day based on our current lagoon situation anyway. So, and as far as the water goes, like Greg said, it's out of district for one. For two, we don't have a water source, as you know, you guys know. And so, that's a further conversation, that they're gonna have to come to. So, at this point, it's kind of, in my opinion, DOA,
Yeah.
just for the simple fact that we don't have the water provided anyway. So, hopefully that puts a lot of questions at rest. Are there any other questions regarding the data set? Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't hear, did they request a certain amount? Did you say that?
So, their GPD would be 80,000 gallons a day.
Okay,
We don't even produce a fraction of that, so.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Any other questions?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
80,000 gallons per day, did they give any information about, like, would there be a cap, a maximum volume they would be looking to get?
Based on what I see here, everything's an approximate. Given knowledge around data centers, that can fluctuate dramatically. And so, I would say I could range anywhere from an additional 40,000 or 40,000 less, I don't know.
And is that a number that you have or one they've stated?
Neither.
Neither, okay.
It's an assumption.
All right, so we really have no idea what the maximum during peak usage would be.
Correct.
Okay.
Their current approximate is 80,000.
Okay, thank you.
Can I tell you what they're doing to the guys in Abernathy, Texas? The same companies put it in. They said they would, just like they've done us, they said they'd haul water in. They drilled 50 wells on that 312 acres and never put water in. And they talked to the mayor and talked to him to tie it into Abernathy's water. He signed so they could tie in. He resigned the next day and left town. This sponge is crooked.
So I appreciate that statement. For us, it couldn't happen if we wanted it to. Like, there's not enough water, period. So outside of my control, for sure, but we're doing good to keep the water on. I'm just letting you blunt.
I understand. I'm just telling you how they operate.
So I kind of throw out there, I'm kind of touching on him, because I was pretty sure over the meeting at the city hall last month, they said, correct me if I'm wrong, but they point blank said, closed loop system, the water they were using would be toilets, sinks, and stuff like that. No 80,000 gallons a day.
Yeah,
So that right there tells me you can't trust these guys.
Yeah, so data centers have to have a fluid to cool,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah, we're all aware of that, but they ain't saying that, 'cause they damn sure didn't say it over there,
understood.
Well, they said they never have to touch that cooling system again once they build it up.
which we know that's crap.
With ionized water, they can drink.
Understood.
Yeah, that will also corrode their systems.
There's a lot there, I
Could
think.
be true.
There's a lot there that we still have to flesh out. I'm just telling you from my perspective, I don't feel like, there's much concern on our end of us providing water, for the many things that are already on our way to provide water. That's just me, take it for what it's worth.
We can solve that real fast. We get a motion.
Yeah.
Somebody make
Yeah.
a motion. To either accept or not accept.
We deny this.
Can I ask a question before you do a motion?
Yeah.
Is this involving well number 6 as well, or just this?
Separate completely, yeah.
So,
Okay.
so the question, the way I understand it, is around District 2 providing water to the data center.
So we'll have another meeting for number 6?
I can't.
We can't speak for them, we don't know.
I'll be
Being
on
so-
Fonda now.
Being as though they fall into District 6's,
Their district, their water
zone-
district, yeah.
Zone to provide water, it's not even up to us, like, it's not even in our wheelhouse saying, hey, we wanna give you water, because we don't. So, it would be completely up to District 6 to entertain that opportunity, and not us. Now, that doesn't stop them from reaching out and saying, hey, we'd like to entertain, or for you to entertain, District 2 to entertain,
Okay.
providing water. We don't have water to provide, we can't provide the water. I hope that puts some minds at rest. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Is there another question?
It already left, give me a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
He's got one.
Yes, sir, Eugene.
Yeah, my main concern was the water. Everyone knows that we have water problems here anyway.
Sure.
And, you know, we gotta take care of ourselves before we take care of any damn here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with you, I think it should be DOA.
Yeah, so, I agree, yeah, totally. You know, from a water board or water system perspective, I would say the thing that I would be interested in would be the wastewater, right? Amber as a whole, has very few customers, right? As far as rural water district number 2. In order for us to, be sustainable, right, we have to have more customers. So the opportunity for us to draw another revenue source from wastewater is good for the community, in my opinion, because it limits or minimizes our responsibility to raise our rates for water, right? If we have other revenue sources, we can sustain water rates. So that would be, I think, our only interest in the whole thing at all. Hopefully that doesn't cause you any concern, but, we have to also entertain opportunities for the wastewater side, if it was to come to us. I think it'd be foolish not to. Again, it's more about the water rate, keeping rates low. For the longest time, we talked about going to District 6 for water. We recently did a rate study for that. It would be it would be more expensive. And so a lot of folks in Amber are on a fixed income. And so we take that into account for rates. So hopefully.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't know anything about any of this, so I'm just learning, but I wanted to ask the question, where does this wastewater go? What do we do with it?
So essentially, it's evaporative, right? So the lagoons, we take water in, along with solids, and the bugs in the lagoons dispose of the solids more or less.
Gotcha.
And then
And you said
water
the
evaporates.
lagoon we have can't currently accommodate.
Not currently. Yeah, so Greg can probably tell us better than I can. We have several acres outside of, just on the north side of town here that if we were able to, we could add an additional lagoon or two, right? And take more water on, or wastewater on. But again, it's my focus is more about trying to sustain rates and keep them low and find better water.
Question on the wastewater. Is that just like your typical wastewater, or is that anything they deem as wastewater? Like if they flushed out their system?
So technically, I believe it would be considered anything wastewater.
So like if
Not
they flushed
just-
out their cooling system, like they could haul that over there and dump it in there? Or are we just talking like sinks and toilets kind of wastewater?
Sinks and toilets has been to my knowledge. That's really premature as far as,
I believe it was stated in there that it was domestic,
Resident,
Which
or
would
yeah,
be-
whatever that.
Toilets.
which would be just
Yeah.
toilets,
Yeah.
sinks, stuff like
80,000
that.
gallons.
be a study done somewhere.
80,000 gallons. that's
I'm sorry,
a lot.
hold on.
And
So-
22,000
hold on,
out,
hold on.
that's a lot.
I want to correct that, just so we're all on the same page. 80,000 gallons is their demand for water. 22,000 gallons would be their demand for wastewater.
Still a lot.
No disagreement there,
No,
I want to make sure the numbers are correct.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I was just curious about the type of waste that they're
Yeah.
talking.
Sure. Understood.
Would we have any means to find out exactly what kind of wastewater they would be about to send our way?
The inquiry can always be placed.
Yeah, and I can
they-
email her back and ask her exactly what it could be, yes.
Walk them in with some assurances some way? Fines?
You cannot trust them to tell you the truth, even in an email.
Yeah.
No, you've gotta lock them in some way when it gets down to it before we actually shake hands. Gotta lock them.
Do some sort of repair on the cooling system and try to haul in any water that got spilled out of that or pulled out of there.
Yeah.
So typically cooling systems aren't necessarily hazardous, depending on what the cooling system is, right? So something like HVAC, that can be a different situation, but the chiller, most of the process waters.
Just worry about any kind of heavy metals that might be building up in their system, or any kind of bacteria that's built up.
Chemicals?
So, something that doesn't add up though, if the whole town uses 17,000 a day, and one site's gonna give us 27,000 a day. I thought that's what you said we expelled, so much ago.
Yeah, the town produces roughly 18,000 gallons of wastewater
A day, right.
We produce roughly 22.
That's fine, yeah, but we're talking wastewater.
Okay.
So if we're doing 17,000 by 100, I lived in Amarillo all my life, I can't tell you if there's 100 homes too.
We have 200 customers.
Okay, and they're one site, and they're gonna be more than we are, 200 customers. Something don't add up.
They're building an entire city.
I understand, I know what they're doing.
But if they're only gonna use it for just the little gray water, the regular use stuff that we're all doing, if they're gonna mimic us, I'm with you. It doesn't make sense, the math doesn't math on that. Because
It's okay, I mean,
They're
just,
not
I'm
rules
just
out
making sure I
there.
heard you right, 'cause that's what, just didn't add up.
Yes, sir.
I have a neighbor that works at the one in Stillwater,
Mhm.
and some of their initial volumes of sewage water and coolant water are based on construction time. So construction up here will be several thousand people over the course of a period of time. So it's not unreal to think about 22,000 gallons a day of sewer type water coming in here when you've got several thousand people up there working.
That's fair.
When it boils down to the functionality part of it, and it comes down to 400, 500, 600 people that work there on a continuous basis, that's a different volume.
That's
And
fair.
he was part of the sizing, he's an electrician up there. And he was part of the sizing group for several aspects of initial construction and then operation.
Operations.
So that's a little inside information from our current.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of questions still yet to be answered. Unfortunately, we don't have all those answers. Are there any other questions or concerns that we need to address on D?
I'm still concerned about the wastewater because I did some deep diving. I have a friend that's a plumber, and I went into several different sites on these closed loop systems. Plumbing breaks, it leaks. They use ethanol glycol and some other chemical additives. If you go to the CDC, for it to break down in the soil, it takes 4 to 24 days once it's exposed. So a lot of us have a leak. There's people that have cattle right next to there. I have horses right over here. That's a concern to me. It gets into the, especially if they're using, I don't know the number, but several thousand gallons of fluid in that.
Yeah, so their ethyl glycol is also found in our cars, right? So there's a lot of that. I'm just providing some feedback.
But what's in our car compared to what's in that data center makes a huge difference.
Concentration, especially concentrated in one spot.
Understood. And again, we're not necessarily, the board that's gonna say, hey,
No,
welcome to
I understand. I just wanted to put that out there so people understand. It's not just simple water leak and it goes away, evaporates and goes away. You put it in the lagoon, and if they happen to dispose that water into the lagoon, I live not very far from that lagoon, it's gonna be in the soil.
Understood.
And how often do they do that? If they do it, if it's a, we have a storm come through and it breaks something, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
You know, they told us they're not using any glycol. Now, I'm not saying I believe them, but it's just, they say it's pure deionized water, is what they're telling me. Okay, I understand that. That's what these guys have to go off of, is what they're telling us, because nobody knows for sure what they're gonna use. I'm not saying you don't have room for concern, you do. We don't know all we should know about it. And we don't know if they're telling us the truth about what they're telling us, but that's all we have to go off of. So, I mean, that's where we're at. We're kind of stuck in a quandary there.
One more question. When all this comes about, who makes the final decision? Is it just this board?
Yeah.
It's
On-
just this board?
On the water and sewer, it's just this board.
From District 2.
Yeah, not
Yes.
just six. no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
board for District 2 only, and then
Yes.
District 6.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
I've already heard it approached, I think it's Chick-shay about getting water.
Now, can I say something?
Of course.
I mean, you guys have already said, and we can talk around it all we want. You guys have already said, we don't have the water, we don't have the structure to provide them the wastewater. If we don't have it, you guys have already said, let's decline it. Why are we talking all around it? You've already said we don't have it, you just do make the motion and decline it.
So come back and say, well,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we can't do it, we can't do it.
I hear a motion.
Robert made the first.
I made a motion 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, you did.
second.
I'll second.
Motion been made and seconded, all in favor?
All right, we can't- I can't-
I can try.
Nay. Nay.
Aye.
Just decline.
No, he just,
Fine.
it it passed, he just named on, I'm sure because of the sewer often.
Yeah, so I'll give a reason for my nay. Without more facts, I feel like it's an unjust decision. That's my opinion. I'm not for or against it. I just want more facts. And as the rest of the board has already confirmed that it's a nay for the water board, I'm okay. I hope everybody can respect that.
It's been fun.
Y'all got work to do, we know how that works. We know. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you for hearing us out.
My only question is, when do we find out about oil slips?
They have a website that they do post their agendas on as well, or you can call them and they'll tell you when they have their.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna go to someone's door, so I need to know like a site that I can look at.
So I can write down on the paper, don't you? I can do the website for you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Grady County Rural Water Six.
Yeah, it's GCRWD6.
How are you? You
How are
good?
you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Let me just confirm before I tell you that's what it is. Cause ours is GCRWD2, so.
Do you need us here? Do you need us here for today?
Yeah, it's just GCRWD6. That's their. I know, I think their meetings are like.
We normally don't entertain any votes.
Thank you.
I'm sure you don't. I'm worried with all the finish here.
Unfortunately, you gotta be.
I think everybody knows, any decisions that are made, it's not something just gonna affect you for a week or two. This is a long,
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm talking about this. It's on 59.
Long time.
You don't want us to use their
It's a lot
water.
outside.
When we gonna load?
Huh?
What are we gonna do?
You did all she can do.
No, she ain't good for this.
Right now, that's all we got.
Right.
Okay, let's go on to item B.
Okay.
Discuss and possible action regarding veterans waste trash service.
Okay.
Yeah, they're horrible. They've gotten worse and worse and worse. It took them over a week, a few weeks ago to get all the trash. It took them a week this last week.
There's some people that weren't picked
They
up.
dumped the dumpster upside down up here and then flip it back up.
They don't trash.
Scattered trash, they've scattered trash all over the place. I mean, they're absolutely horrible.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish they'd take that
So I did call for Cassett, but I wanted to get a feel if it was just us being treated that way, if it was them. They said theirs hasn't been as bad as ours, but they have definitely had a lot of issues as well. I reviewed our contract, and our 5-year contract is up October 31st. But in order to terminate the contract, we have to give them a written notice by September 1st, letting them know that we will no longer be wanting their services.
And then they won't pick up all for September.
Can we find somebody?
Well, so my thing is, if you guys give me, if I can set a special meeting for next week, I can try and reach out to multiple different places. Doesn't have to go out to bid, right? I've never been to the trash.
Yeah, it'll have to go out to bid. If we cut them off, this should've came up sooner, and I was tempted.
I didn't realize we
put it
had
on
to
here,
give them
but
that notice.
If we
like
send them
that.
a letter by September 1st and they say, okay, and they quit doing our trash, well, we've gotta put it out to bid and it's gotta be out for 30 days, so we go a month without it. So what we're gonna probably have to do is go ahead and leave the contract in.
Well, our contract goes to the 31st, so they have to provide us till October 31st.
Till October 31st.
Yeah, they have to.
Okay,
Yes,
so we
yes,
can maybe get it done in that amount of time.
yes.
They're just horrible.
They've gotten too big for their britches is what's happened.
You were talking about that
couple months ago.
Yeah, we did, and they were doing great up until the beginning of last month, and then
Oh.
it's just, well, I know
For
you're.
a month now, they didn't have to yet.
Yeah, the dumpster's now fixed, now it's the trash is the problem.
Yeah.
The trash can is the
The
problem.
driver.
It's, well, what happened was they had a very reliable driver for a long time. They moved him to a different facility that they just opened up. Then we got another driver, she was reliable for the month and a half she was here. And now they don't, now she has left, now they're stuck with a different driver every week that doesn't know our route. And they're missing multiple trash cans, trucks are breaking down, and things like that. So that's what we've been dealing with since July, the beginning of July, for trash cans anyways. So it's just, and every time me or Greg reaches out, it's, we'll try and get someone out, or it's an excuse of this happened or that happened. And I get it happens, people call out, trucks break down, but we're going out a month and a half now. It's just been a constant, every week is a problem. So that's the only reason why that we put that on there, so.
How do I call you?
I get quite a few phone calls.
She gets worse though.
Yeah, and all I can do is call or send a text to the lady over our area, and she can only, hey, we're gonna do it, and then it's out of my hands at that point. And so I feel bad, because I know it's hot, trash stinks, and things like that, and so the only other option I know is to find someone else, so.
So you need a motion to execute.
Yeah,
Okay. Make a motion to, not extend our contract with veterans
yes,
while also going out for bid for
a different trash company,
a new trash service.
yes. So,
Question.
yes,
Rob, if they cut us off on the 1st of September,
no, they couldn't.
when are they gonna cut it off?
So if they have to finish out our contract, which is until October 31st.
Okay,
Yes,
so that's 2 months.
So we got
Yes.
60 days.
yes.
So do we have, is that enough time to find somebody else?
Well,
and
I
get them
would
in here?
literally have to put it out for bid ASAP.
I mean, I don't wanna vote for something that's gonna happen, then find out
I
they're gonna
mean, like I said, if you,
just dump us alongside the road.
if you wanna make a motion to terminate the contract, to send a written statement to terminate the contract, we can. Or if you want, myself and Greg, maybe you can help me call around to different places and get how much it's gonna cost for trash service, if they're accepting new customers, what their contracts are. And like give us, like, maybe I'll set a meeting for next Thursday or something, and that gives us plenty of time to, before the 1st, but still, you know what I mean? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Y'all-
that sounds good.
So you wanna table that?
Find out something, then have a
Yeah.
special meeting, come back and talk about it.
Okay.
I'd rather do that. Next one here get cut off all the way. Ooh.
Yeah. I will, I
You
will.
find out it build up quick.
I don't want those phone calls. I want
Look at
that
that.
trash service. Okay. I put table.
So you're saying, don't go ahead and.
No, wait, let's wait.
Can't
Find out, and then have a meeting next week.
Yeah, like what
That's what
I'm
you
saying,
said,
we'll go and make sure there's someone that can provide us trash
That
before
gives,
we
that gives us a
terminate
couple
what we
weeks
have.
to call around and find out.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't wanna be left on the side of the road, nobody pick up trash.
Except the bids first, yeah. Except the bids first.
No action taken on
It's still hot, man.
Yeah, shop a little bit, look around.
C, discuss and possible action regarding acquisition of property and or the rate of compensate for water products at proposed test well site.
We talked about this last month. He's waiting for you guys to come and talk to him. I talked to him this weekend about a different situation, and he's wanting to know when you guys are gonna make him an offer. And we've got to get something rolling on that. We're gonna end up in a bind if we don't.
What you talking about?
Huh? No, I asked her if she needed to come, if she was gonna come, and she said no.
I'm talking about,
Talking about the test.
seeing what he wants to charge us to drill a well whether we wanna buy the land or we just wanna pay him for the water as we go.
Will he sell it? Will he sell the
I
land?
don't know.
That's what we don't know.
See,
That's, what, that's,
He didn't say anything specific here.
Well, that's a different gentleman, that's the one who we had the wells with right
yeah,
now.
but see, that's, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And they
you
said
guys
they're
gotta
on
talk to
the
him,
way
I can't negotiate with him. Y'all can, I can't. And he asked me, he said, well, when are they gonna talk to me about that? And honestly, if we don't get something done, we're gonna end up in a bind.
Tell me when, we'll go out.
That's up to
Live
y'all.
right next door to you.
That's up to y'all.
We can put.
Y'all need to decide when y'all wanna talk to him, how much you wanna offer him. I'm out of that deal, that's.
If you want,
Oh, right here.
if you want, we can add that to the special meeting as well, I'm sure you can get Mr. Hartley, you know what name is.
Yeah, if y'all want him to come in, I'll call him and ask him to come in.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
You
want
said
the same
that next
one as
week?
the trash, next week.
You said
I'm
that
gonna
next-
shoot for, y'all okay with Thursday, or, is that okay? Is that okay with you? Okay.
Thursday,
Thursday?
next week,
Far as I'm concerned.
5:30?
Better than noon, as far as I'm concerned. I'm
Put it on, don't forget it.
Okay, well, I'll do a special meeting for y'all discussing that with him and then the trash as well, so.
Yeah.
So that's a table, I guess, until. Yeah.
Okay. Consent agenda, items A through G, F, with G being discussing possible actions with items removed from the consent agenda.
What were you gonna ask me on the money part of it? Weren't you gonna ask me something? If it's that big amount, it's when we got reimbursed, yeah. It's the ODOT project that we get reimbursed by ODOT to pay the engineer. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be the same thing. I just got the check from ODOT on the 10th for $27,000 to pay years.
Motion to accept as presented.
I'll second.
Motion been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Further information, Greg?
Don't have much, everything's going good, had one leak week and a half ago we fixed. Lagoons are getting a little dry from this heat. Hopefully we'll get rain soon. They're getting low. It shouldn't be, but there's nothing anybody can do about it.
And our circulation.
It's doing well. It's doing well. Sludge is all getting mixed in, going away. I mean, that's the only thing that's keeping it from smelling right now, is that it's working really well, circulating. But other than that, everything's all good.
Have you heard anything about the road coming in? Yeah, move.
Not that one, not,
92?
or Main Street.
1280?
We have-
Last I heard was 2030, possibly.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Long
change.
way to wait.
Okay, for me, I told y'all last time that we were having the gentleman, Cameron, from DEQ come in, and he was doing that, it's called a capacity develop checklist. And so what it is they come in and do that so that they can figure out where you rank at and what you need to do in order to be accepted for the drinking. But let me get this wrong. The DWRSF, which is the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund. So, yes. So, yeah, the money for whenever we do, if everything works out right on that property, to pay for stuff with the wells. So he came in and he did an assessment on everything, and I think we ranked, it was like 52%, and he said, honestly, he says, that's not terrible, he said, don't look at that number. And so basically, what it was is he sent me an email with everything that we answered no to on the whole capacity checklist. It was like a bunch of pages. And so it's basically laying out plans for like operations and maintenance, emergency response plans, finished water meter reading plans, personnel policies, asset management. And it basically just goes on to say like different policies and procedures that we need to have in place that they like to see when you go and apply for that revolving fund. So he sent me templates for everything, so it's basically a plug and play. I just gotta do that, and then I can have most of that ready for y'all to accept for the ones that, some are gonna be very easy to do, and some are gonna be a little bit more difficult. Like probably the ones on his end are probably gonna be a little bit more difficult to do. Like they want training plans, cybersecurity plans, meter maintenance plans, backflow prevention, like all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. And he said, honestly, he says, you guys are doing okay. He says, a lot of places I go into, he says, they may be at 10%. He said, so, he said, there's definitely room for improvement. He says, but he said 53 isn't terrible. He says, there's just a lot of things that he has sent us that will be easy to work on and get, that's where we need to be, so. But that was, he was here for what, a couple hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was actually quicker than we thought.
It was, because it was a lot. But yeah, so I started working on some of that and got the easier ones out of the way. So, that is it for me.
Any board staff comments?
Yeah, you probably want to tell them about that.
Provided Jessica my resignation letter for the board, earlier today. Previous meeting, maybe it was last meeting.
Yes.
Discussed October 31st. Some things in my personal life, require that to change sooner, so, this will be my last meeting as a Little Water District number 2 board member.
So that means people in the audience will be looking for a board member.
Again.
Again, yes. So.
Back you can't go.
But I'll have it on the meeting next time for y'all to formally accept his resignation and everything. He gave me a letter, signed and all that good stuff, so. It's gonna suck, but I understand.
It's been fun.
It was real, it was fun. Come on, man, shoot.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion to adjourn.
Motion been made, second.